yoga exercises into a high intensity workout because we're going to pick up the pace a little bit and we're really going to be focusing on our total body. It's not only going to strengthen us, but it's also going to lengthen our muscles, and this is our workout. Alright, so we're not going to move off of this mat. We're going to be doing a lot of exercises on this mat. I'm going to explain the workout, and I say let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to be doing some toe lifts while we're in the downward dog position. So don't forget, when we're in downward dog, our shoulders are getting extremely toned and tight. We're lengthening our hamstrings and also our core. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and get up in the downward dog position just like this. In a naturally downward dog, our head is neutral, looking at our belly button. Our hands are out wide like a high five. And our heels are trying to touch the ground behind us. So this is a very good stretch that we do in some of our workouts, and also warming up and cooling down. You can walk the dog probably before you start the workout. And what I want you to do here is, as you go up onto your toes for this exercise, you're going to come right back down. So coming up on your toes, I don't want you really using your toes to get yourself up on your toes. I want you to use your lower ab area, so your lower abdominals. And that is a really effective way to get this pooch, ladies, really toned and tight. So again, as I'm going up into downward dog like this, I am squeezing my lower abs as tight as I can. So I'm squeezing extremely tight, and I'm going back down. I'm squeezing extremely tight, I'm going back down. So again, not only are we working at our core, our lower abs for this one, we might get some soreness in our calf muscles the next day by also doing this exercise. So this is a really effective exercise for beginners. I want you to try it, but perhaps rest after every 2 reps. So you can go up, down, go up, down, and rest your knees, okay? So that is going to be that exercise, and feel free to not rush necessarily for this one, even though the interval timer is going. I want you to use proper form, and I want you to squeeze at the top of the toe lift and really squeeze your lower abs in, and so you can feel the benefits of the exercise, and that's that exercise. All right, so we're going to be doing some crescent lunge push-ups. So we do this in the warm-up a lot, where you are in the lunge position just like this. Your knee is not over your toe, your hands are by your feet, and you're stretching just like this, okay? And then you get back into a plank, you put the next foot forward, and you stretch just like this. But for this particular exercise, you're not going to put your foot as far forward so that you can do a push-up. So I have my hands out in front, my foot is slightly behind, and what we're going to do here is you're going to do a push-up. Okay, so it's not going to be a push-up all the way down to the ground unless you're extremely flexible. You're going to go back into a plank. You're going to alternate to the other side. Hands are still out in front of this foot, and do a push-up. And so real time is going to look like this. Okay, it's a really effective exercise. You're going to feel it in your shoulders a lot, okay? Some people are having that foot forward. So for beginners, I still want you to give it a try. Okay, you can stay this back leg down. You don't have to be up into the lunge position like this. Keep it down and do your same push-up. Put that knee back, alternate, foot up, push up. Okay, and that's going to be your variation. Alright, so the last exercise is going to be an elevated mountain climber, okay? So again, a traditional mountain climber, your body is somewhat neutral like this, and you're pumping your feet just like this. For this elevated mountain climber, you're obviously going to be elevated. So I want your body up instead of a plank position naturally. I want you up here, very high onto your shoulders, and you're going to do mountain climbers. What that's doing is putting more pressure on your wrist and also your shoulders. So you need to make sure the warm-up, you're really getting those wrists very warmed up, and your shoulders too. You're going to feel it. So by doing the crescent lunge push-ups and the high elevated mountain climbers, you're definitely going to feel your shoulders, okay? So you think you don't need shoulders, you don't want big shoulders. Again, if you're not lifting a lot of bulky weight, you're not going to get humongous shoulders. But a lot of women in particular do want to have nice shoulders and a nice back, and that's what these exercises are doing. So for beginners, you're just going to have to simply rest. So you might have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. That's completely fine, and get right back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Okay? So make sure with this exercise with both fitness levels that your head is not arched up. You kind of need to have it neutral so you won't put a lot of pressure on your neck. Okay, if you want to look at your feet, that works too. So that's going to be that exercise. All right, Hackers, so that was the workout for today. Slightly different exercises. Use the interval timer that I gave you to do your reps, and it's going to be a good exercise. It's going to be different. It looks easy, but again, once you get into it, and if you're pumping as hard as you can, it's not going to be easy. So push extremely hard, cool down, and I'll see you for our next workout. Bye.